Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Poverty. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all drip ecosystem related projects. And yes, in this video, we're going to find out that Forex Shark himself supports the SPRITZ partnership, or at least based on the criteria he put out for drip projects, he should. So this is a all call to the community and other content creators that based on the outlined criteria for drip partnerships and thumbs up or recommendations or whatever, we have that with SPRITZ. So I would love to see all these other content creators that say drip is community owned, community driven, and supported by the community. I would love to see them actually now supporting this community driven project, even though they don't directly benefit from it, but the drip community benefits. So let's listen to Forex and then break down how SPRITZ checks all these boxes in spades. So first, we're going to go back to the AMA with Driptopian and Forex, where he was talking about Bitfighters, and then he mentioned how you can have a project that may not be on the drip site, but he will just talk about it in the calls channels if it's a cool project that supports drip.
Work it out, then yeah, that's absolutely a possibility. If it's something that is, oh, this is cool, it supports the community, but it's not like super innovative, it's just kind of like a cool thing, then maybe we don't have it on the site, but I just talk about it in some reviews and maybe link to it on the call channel, something like that.
All right, so you heard it there. If it's something that's cool that supports the community, but maybe not as innovative, he would link to it on the calls channel. Now, I will argue that this is extremely innovative in the way that there is zero sell pressure and it's true utility, but we can downplay it and just say it's not innovative and it's just a simple collaboration kind of thing. But either way, it checks that box, right? It's something that supports the community 100%. Now let's go back to the actual checklist Forex created. And he was talking in this about Drip 21.
Project that I'm interested in. So I talked about this a little bit in the last stream. What I want to focus on for projects that support drip, it has to kind of do three things. It has to drive cash flow into drip, it needs to remove drip from circulation, and it needs to create utility for drip. Now, it can do 2 out of the 3 things. It could even do 1 out of the 3 things. What's important is that it actually is so that if its only utility or its main utility is that it's driving capital into drip, then it needs to actually be able to drive capital into drip. If it's a utility that doesn't necessarily drive capital into drip, but provides let's say strong analytics for drip or uses drip in some way that that makes sense, then in that case maybe it doesn't drive capital into drip, but it adds value to the drip ecosystem. Right. The thing that I want to.
All right, so we can now look at this criteria and determine if the SPRITZ partnership does, or the collaboration, still a partnership because the what do you call that? The blockchain is open source, maybe, so anybody can create utility for assets, right? So does it drive cash flow into drip? So let's take a look at what they're actually doing. Good question. So if you're not familiar, SPRITZ is basically allowing for up to $35,000 of rewards in BNB buybacks to the drip token. So will it drive cash flow into drip? Yes. And how does it do that? Well, by new users signing up. If you have 1,000 new users from the 15th of June until the end of July, meaning someone just creates an account. And yes, again, this is only for our US citizens, but as I've mentioned to other content creators, regardless of what country you're in, you can shill this to any and everybody and just retweet and share so that the whole US based community in drip can participate and help to carry this forward. So 1,000 new users, that's $2,500. So that's not a lot. I know, I get it, but that is still driving cash flow into drip. And that is exactly what criteria number 1 said needed to happen for this to be supported by Forex. And that's just one area. So let's look at criteria number 2. So if we have transaction volume in these tiers, I'm not going to read each one, but I'm quite sure we can get more than $2.5 million in transaction volume. I've showed you guys the numbers. So this means that if people are using SPRITZ to pay bills or just off ramp, meaning maybe you got lucky in this bear market and you've made money and you're just off ramping, or you're using their fiat, not fiat, sorry, the well, I guess it is fiat, the not bill pay. What is that thing? The prepaid debit card. Yes. So if you're using a prepaid debit card or sending it to your checking account or savings account, or paying a bill, if we have enough people doing that, we will definitely hit these transaction volumes cumulatively. And if we do so, then there is more buy pressure to the drip token. And then lastly, if we have more than 2,000 active users, an active user is someone who has made a transaction of at least $50 within this time period, then that's another $25,000. So does that drive cash flow into drip? Clearly it does. So it checks that box. Well, can it remove drip from circulation? Let's see. Let's go back to that and take a look. If it's removing,
drive capital into drip,
oops,
but it adds value to the drip ecosystem.
Sorry about that. Does it drive or remove drip from circulation? So the way this works, every 2 weeks, SPRITZ will calculate the amount of rewards earned and buy that amount of drip to go back into the community. Drip will be purchased from the Drip Network site using BNB and then sent to the vault. There you have it right there in black and white. So it is removing drip from circulation. So it checks that box. And it's actually, it will be, I think, at the end of the month. So it's not going to be every 2 weeks. According to this, I think Chris explained in the AMA that it'll be at the end of the month because we just started this at the middle of June. And lastly, let's see. Man, my mouse is not working, so random things are just popping up. Trying to pull this back up here. Lastly, he said, create utility for drip. Now, this one could be arguable because I don't know if paying your bill could be considered utility, you know, or it really, the word utility gets thrown around a lot. So it really depends on what people call utility. So it's not specific utility for drip, I would say. Well, I take that back. Since this is a partnership only for the drip community, SPRITZ did not offer this to Shiba Inu, to Doge, to any other community. This is specifically being beta tested with us. So this is true utility in that aspect because we are the first mover advantage being tested with this. So the utility is that you do not have to sell any drip to participate in this. That's the beauty of this. So you're able to check those two boxes of taking drip from circulation and adding buy pressure to drip without selling drip. There is not a single other utility, or I'm sorry, use case that I see in our ecosystem that allows you to actually buy back drip without selling any crypto assets. So if another DApp pops up, typically you're going to take profits from somewhere else and go play in that DApp, or you're going to bring in fresh capital and go use it. But in this case, there is zero sell pressure of any crypto assets. You don't have to sell any BNB, any ETH, any Bitcoin, nothing, no Doge, no shit, nothing. You don't have to sell any assets because, as I mentioned multiple times, the easiest way to participate in this is to take your fiat, USD, transfer it over to a stable coin. With that stable coin, pay your bill or put it on to the prepaid debit card. All you've done is gone from a stable USD price to another stable USD price. And if you do less than $100, there is zero transaction fee. So there is no other utility in the crypto space that allows you to do something like that. So I would argue that this checks, again, all three of those boxes in spades. And based off of Forex's own criteria, this means not only should he be getting behind this, but also our other content creators. And I'm letting you guys know, I have sent this information out to like Crypto Mischief, to Stunna, to Crypto Kings, to Driptopian, to Ray, all those guys. So if you follow their channels, ask them about this and get their take on it, because I can't find a single place in here where this is negative for the community. So that means, based on, again, Forex criteria and based on these other content creators that are here to support the drip ecosystem, they should be covering it. Now, some of them may not be able to participate, like Lee, he can't participate in this. And Ray is against doing any kind of KYC. That's fine. They don't have to participate. But according to what Forex stated, this should be something that should be shared with the entire community. And to me, each of these individuals and the others, I've shared this with like as many people as I can. And I know this has been brought up in the DAO. And shouts out to Wannabe Whale. He was actually on the AMA. So I know this has come up. So the question is now, what will these other content creators do that say that they support the community and they want to see the drip token price pump? There is no other current utility out there that allows for zero sell pressure on drip and zero sell pressure on any crypto assets with a light KYC. As I told you guys, we already have the fiat off ramp or on ramp on the animal farm, but that required me to use a bill. And I know some people had to also use an actual ID. So the on-ramp solution we have already has a KYC for some users. So even using the excuse that they don't want a KYC can't be validated in the simple fact that we have a KYC solution that for some people was required. Me particularly, I had to use a bill to validate myself. So this one that SPRITZ uses just uses a phone number, and I use a Skype phone number. You could use a burner cell phone and then an email address. So I think that is the lightest KYC that I've seen in the industry for something of this magnitude, to be able to pay any bill and offload to any bank and have a prepaid debit card. So again, this is my shout out to all the other content creators and you people that watch the channel and follow the other content creators. Ask them what their ideas are on this and how they view this. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Is it something not to support? Again, get some feedback. I'm just entertaining both sides. I would love to hear why someone would not want to support this. I can't come up with a reason, so I'm interested to see if there are any. But for all you guys, lastly, they've even removed the individual referral rewards. So they had an issue with referral rewards. So even someone like myself doesn't benefit from shilling this out to you guys as of right now. So there's zero incentive for other people to sign up. And even if they still had referral rewards, you could go straight to the SPRITZ homepage and sign up on your own. So you could literally not benefit any content creator, because I know I have people out there that just do not like me. So you don't have to use my league. You can come straight here on your own, skip all the content creators and still sign up with this. So again, there is zero reason why this should not be supported in totality by the dev team, Forex himself, as well as these other content creators, regardless of where they exist on the globe, in my humble opinion, because Drip is community owned, community driven, as they said. So hope that provides some value. If it did, smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.